Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna do a little something on the F-150. I got it pulled in with the hood up back here. I'm gonna put on a catch can. I don't remember if, I don't know if everybody watched my other videos where I said I might do this. Well, I went ahead and got one. This one just came off old Amazon. I don't remember how much it cost, but that doesn't matter. Basically a catch can is where your PCV valve takes air, the positive crankcase pressure, and vents it off. Typically that would loop around back into the intake, going back into the engine. Well, what this does is when the air gets built up in there, and with the oil spinning around, sometimes it gets in the air, so that gets sucked into your intake. Well, this catches the oil so that it doesn't get sucked into your intake. Really actually a pretty simple thing. Just has a bowl here on it. That's where the oil would get caught. It comes with some like steel wool aluminum stuff here. On the inside of it, let's set that down and we'll turn on this light right here. On the inside, this would be your input side of it where it comes in. That has like a little flapper valve in it so that when the pressure builds up, it opens up. That would go into the can. This other side just exhausts. A little thingy sticking down here is a dipstick basically. So you can see how much oil is in it. And that's how they work. It's not sophisticated whatsoever. This one, well, newer cars, they loop around, come back into the intake. Some of the older cars, they just had like a breather on top of it. So they also sent that. Here's a little fitting with a hose clamp and an O-ring and stuff, and this would be the little air filter that goes on it. It would be boop boop right there on top where you take this out. We're not using that feature, so we don't have to worry about that. This does have an O-ring around it to seal it up so that oil isn't squirting out all over the place. Like I said, it's not a difficult thing. I went ahead and put the hose fittings in, Teflon taped them, screwed them in. It has a bracket. This will go on the side of the battery tray, and the filter just hooks right here. Doing a little mock-up on it. It's got, well, 4 holes where you can mount this wherever you want. I'm gonna mount it on the lowest 2 holes, which leaves this much sticking up. And me, I can't leave things alone, so I'm gonna mark it across here. I'm gonna get me a straight edge and mark it, and we're gonna chop that joker off. Let me get set up over here at the vise, move this over there, and grab my cutting tool, and let's whack this off. That'd be the first thing we do, is cut this thing off. So hang on just a second. Okay, I took a straight edge, marked it across there. I'm just gonna take my hacksaw. Gotta unlock it first. Maybe we can cut it without tearing everything up. We're getting there. Voila. Put a rag on it so I wouldn't scratch it all up. Now, all I gotta do is buff the end of it a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. We got this whacked off, took a little black paint, sprayed down on it. Now, she don't stick up above the top of our catch can. So, what we got here is, I wanted to tell y'all about this. I've been using this the last couple of days. This is what I got for Christmas from my mother-in-law and my wife and my kids. So, hi Mom, a little black line's back. Thought I had that fixed. Anyway, so this is an over the top, or a top side creeper. That's what they call it here. She got it from Traction, whatever you call that. Like I said, I've been using it the last couple of times. This thing's pretty cool, man. If y'all get a chance to get one of these, check them out. Not sponsored or anything like that. It was a Christmas gift. So anyway, this is what what we got to do here is turn on the light for you. Let's see if we can. We got to pull off our cover, but first off, I did go ahead and prep a little bit. I drilled 2 holes. This is where the bracket would mount. They say where this wiring harness comes up right here, so pop that out, put your first bolt there, come back and drill a hole. I just came back and drilled 2 holes so that I could mount it back here. I don't think 1 inch is going to matter that much. So we're going to get that mounted first. Well, second, because I already did the hose fittings first. It comes with these little speed clamps, speed clip nut things, and they're not hard. They just push right on there. And we got a couple of them to push on, like that. And that comes with a couple of 10mm bolts. And let's see if we can set it up right there. And yeah, we got so a couple of 10mm bolts. And I get my fat fingers down in here. Y'all may not be able to see anything because of them. Go ahead and get the bolts started in there. Like I said, I did test fit a little bit of this, make sure everything was going to fit in. So don't be angry at me. There we go. Now that I did that, I probably should have mounted this on there first. So yeah, let me take that back off. So give me just a second. All right, guys, I'm back. Next thing we're going to do here is mount the tank thing onto the bracket. It's probably going to be easier said than done. Let's see here. I'm going to use little needle nose pliers. Okay, that's one little bolt. Like I said, I don't know what the company is that makes this. I bought it on the Amazon, so I think it'd been cool if they'd threaded that little piece right there. And those little nuts are, what, a 5/16? Yeah, 5/16 is what they are. Okay. Right now, we take the 2 10mm bolts. Well, I don't know if those are 1/4 inch. They're metric, I guarantee you, so they're probably 5mm. Let's take them. And we're going to do this and mount it in right here. Okay. Got that one started. Got that one started. Let's run it down. There. There. Okay, then the next thing we got to do is, we'll set you guys right over here. Got to pull off our cover, which is 2 10mm nuts right here and right here. And we got to get them nuts out. I use a magnet and just set them right up here. This thing just lifts up and pulls out. We'll just set it off over here. Good spot for it. Now, as I was saying earlier, this is a PCV valve right here. So the two, it gets you down in there. The valve, in the valve cover, the gases and oil would come up through here, through this tube, and right back into the intake just behind the throttle body. This pushes oil into the valve train, essentially. Goes into the pistons and out through the exhaust and all over your turbos. Okay, and we just pop these loose, and those you push the clip this way while pushing in. Not real hard, it sounds difficult, but it's not. Slides right off. And that's how you take that off. Now, the kit does come with two hoses. It already has the fittings on them. These are a new cool fitting where you just squish both ends, little gray tabs on each end to open up. Do it with one hand, guys. Those little clips right there. So you got two hoses. Now I put this braided, it's actually wire loom from doing some other stuff that I've done in the past. I put it on there just because it'll look cool. That's it, nothing else. So what I got to do here is the first one, which I'm gonna use this 90-degree back here on this one. You just push them on there. And that would be what goes to the inlet side of your canister here. The other one has a 45 on it. I'm gonna actually loop it under this wire. No, let's don't do that. Let's put it on. There we go. Yeah, I think it'll come down just like that. And that should be the outlet side, which is this side of it. So now, we just push that on, and we need so we push that on the outlet side. We're going to tighten up the hose clamp, which is just like a worm screw clamp here. You ain't got to smoke them to Alabama. There's not that much pressure on them. Oh, we put this one on. Like that. Alrighty, we got that on, and in my opinion, that looks pretty good right there. Let's put the cover back on. And it just slides in, and you got to line it up. With these in the way, it's a little bit more difficult. Let's get them out of the way. Well, it's not liking what I did there. Come on. Try to feel under there. Okay, that's that much. I'll just slip the nuts on the studs down here. Tighten that up. And that buttons all that up right there. So those hoses will come out right there like that. And I suppose you could zip tie them down or something. But that ain't too bad looking right there in my opinion. Let's go ahead and flip. pull the creeper out of the way here. Have a look at it. So yeah, that ain't too shabby at all. It kind of blends in. Yeah. Don't forget to put the dipstick back in it. And there we go. So yeah, that's putting in a catch can. That wasn't difficult at all. Without recording, that probably take a feller 15 minutes, something like that. Not too bad a job. And it's helpful to your motor, especially on boosted engines. You know, anytime you got turbos or superchargers, anything like that, you ought to put one of those on. That's everything that I've read. So I do appreciate everybody watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Hey, share it with your friends. I appreciate everybody watching. Hit the little bell so you know that I put out a video. And I guess last thing is, you ain't doing something. You ain't doing nothing.